how excited are you about Lightning?
It's almost like Google of Bitcoin. I was the one to really push for a Lightning in a BTC Pay server. So I implemented LND, that's Lightning Labs' implementation of Lightning Protocol. And this is what's behind the relationship between me and Elizabeth Stark, is because I back then was really pushing for LND, and I still am pushing, but now so many other people are pushing for LND because Lightning Labs is almost like Google of Bitcoin in a weird way. But yeah, I always saw that settlement is it's the superpower of Lightning, because settlement with Bitcoin on chain, you need to wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever is enough proof of work. And then, okay, it's settled. It's not instant. With Lightning, it is instant, and it just like works so fast. However, I always saw that with Lightning, the problem is channels, liquidity, all the infrastructure that needs to be created in order for people, regular people, to transact on top of that network. And that is now happening with eCash. And it's really weird because with a lot of hard problems, you end up having this pattern of the problem was not solved because it required layers. And people were trying to just solve the problem. So with eCash, we thought, yeah, Bitcoin is the solution, until network became so popular that it's like fees to send those transactions are super high, not affordable for a lot of populations. What we were missing is that we don't only need that layer, but we need a layer of Lightning. And now on top of that layer of Lightning is where actual peer-to-peer electronic cash will operate for most people that are getting onboarded. Now, will we go in the direction of monetary maximalism and ossification so that we get that all the way to layer 0? Good question. But thanks to Lightning, we now have, a layer on which we can build new technologies on, and not only eCash, stablecoins. Yeah, it was a big thing of Plan B in El Salvador, the announcement that USDT is coming back on Bitcoin. It started on Bitcoin but needed to go on other chains. Now you can have that on top of Lightning and available for anyone in the world, instead of having your money in local currency that's inflating compared to dollar. Just get dollars on Lightning and you're good.
How is that good for layer 1 Bitcoin from a Bitcoiner perspective? Why would Bitcoiners want stable coins on Lightning?
Because anything that's on top of a Lightning, you need to keep in mind that people operating Lightning nodes, they need to lock Bitcoin for those channels. That, if you and me, we want to send sats back and forth, we need to lock certain amount of Bitcoin in the channel. And then if it's 1 Bitcoin, I have 0.5 Bitcoin, you have 0.5 Bitcoin. Now we're forced to hodl. that's it. And then if you send 0.5 Bitcoin all the way to me, now if you want to send more, I need to rebalance that channel. So Bitcoin is getting extra used, but Bitcoin is hodled. There is 1 Bitcoin now that's locked, and it won't be sold for USD. Now for USDT stable coins, it's slightly different with those 1 channel per asset. But again, I look at it from the perspective of Lightning will always depend on Bitcoin. So eCash, in eCash, you're again locking Bitcoin. It works on top of sats. It's not some kind of synthetic asset, fiat asset. Yeah.
I see how, I think stable coins are somewhat favorable to fiat. And I think stable coins is a misnomer for, fiat, which is not stable, and or CBDCs. But let's say BlackRock wants to tokenize the world. And so they want to use sats to run the tokens on Lightning Network. So they have to lock up some sats to run all the tokens on the Lightning Network. So it doesn't seem like it's a major negative sort of absolute consequence on Bitcoin. If anything, it's a positive absolute consequence on Bitcoin in terms of usage of more sats than less sats. But I feel like we're rolling out the red carpet in some ways for some not so great things to happen on the network. And Bitcoin is for everyone. It's for enemies. It's not, I'm really of split mind on that.
Yeah, let's unpack that, because you're right, and I'm the team. Bitcoin is for anyone, but not everyone. You actually need to make an effort. It's not that you change Bitcoin; Bitcoin changes you, and that's what I see happening to BlackRock and everyone else that's investing in Bitcoin now. Will there be a fiat part of Bitcoin where people are exclusively on some kind of fiat stable coin? I think yes. Tether has over 400 million people using Tether. So do we want all those people on Bitcoin? Yes. Do those people want to get into Bitcoin? No, because they don't want the volatility of Bitcoin. For them, it's like, if my savings go down 20% in next month, like I'm out. Or what do you mean I need to wait 60 minutes for transaction confirmation? I'll just say, hey, Justin Tron, help me out, man. And he's like, yes, instant transactions on blockchain. So unfortunately, a lot of, well, not a lot, but there is a group of Bitcoiners that take pride in being hardcore. And they are also, a lot of them are captured in their own ego. They're like, oh, I'm so pure. Everyone else needs to be as pure as I am in my own eyes. While they don't see that a lot of people, they can't afford their purity, or some people just see them as autistic, but we won't go there. It's like, hey, let's be practical here. There is no future in which we will get 100% ideal. Everyone is on Bitcoin. Everyone is running a node, Lightning node, manages their channel. Like we will not get that. Let's instead ensure that we are moving in the direction where maximum percentage of population has agency. We are not in some kind of XRP, CBDC, Circle, USDC future, where your every financial transaction is visible, tied to your ID. So let's not go and there. Will there be a percentage of population that will be trapped in that prison? Yes, absolutely. People will be in that paradigm. But let's ensure that whoever wants to opt out and exit that paradigm and get to no KYC Bitcoin, like, hey, I have certain amount of wealth, I will pay taxes, I will, contribute to group projects, just I have agency. And allow that for maximum percentage of population. I think we should go in that direction and enable that future, rather than get lost in the whole who is more pure, are you running a node type of conversations.